Guys, welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. We got 3 opponents we're going to take on this episode, so let's get to it. Zoop! Zoop! You know, there's some kind of festival going on in Town Plaza, but we'd rather play games right here like we always do. Want to take me on? Come on, let's play a game. Okay, if you insist. Okay, let's play. Yeah, this guy, he's actually referred to as just Villager number 1. Yeah, just Villager number 1. Not quite sure why he doesn't have a name. I guess they couldn't think of one. Doesn't matter. And since, yes, he's called Villager number 1, there's clearly a number 2 and number 3. So let's see what we got here. Let's see what happens when we fuse this warrior with this fire. Now, I mentioned some advanced fusioning. See this card here, Fire Reaper. Even though it's zombie, it's still classified as fire. On certain creatures, it will count as fire, and in other cases, it will count as a zombie type. In this case, a warrior and Fire Reaper will, in fact, this will count as a zombie, not a fire creature. So let's see what happens. You see? Zombie warrior. It gets very confusing, and don't worry. I suppose as you play along in the game, you're going to get better cards that won't be as confusing. They'll be defined. Heck, this card will probably be obsolete by the time you get there. Okay, see, now this is one of the cards, you don't actually get it as one of your, like, random decks that you get whenever you start a new game up. I just put this in as a way of, like, to show you something cool and at the same time, just to make things a bit easier for me so it's not an entire bore fest. So this thing counts, even though Thunder is also classified as a dragon, it actually has a, better version if I can get another electric card. So I'll keep that in my hand, and in the meantime, see, now this is a strategy you can do. These will not fuse in anything, but the next turn I'll be able to draw 2 cards, and this works as a great way to, you know, get better cards in your deck. Because, I mean, you have 40 cards, and most of them will be useless, you know, and this will help you later on, like when you have equipped cards in your deck. You want to just get your strong monsters out there as quickly as possible before your opponent can mount an attack on you. Okay, I'll see this. This one is this creature, Queen's Double, as you can clearly see, it's a female. Now, females monsters are actually very important. If you fuse a female with a rock-type creature, it doesn't have to be any specific gender, just a rock. Let's see what happens. Mystical Sand, 2100. Yes, see, you heard me right. It has to be a female-type monster in order, combined with a rock, to form that creature. If it's a male, it will not count. It's kind of weird how that works, but, yeah, as I said, craziness. Now, here we have a beast, and we have a fire. Now, let's see what happens when we fuse these together. That's right, Flame Cerberus. Now, this fusion, all you need is a beast and a pyro-type monster, and you'll always get this creature. And let me tell you, these creatures early on, extremely useful. So let's finish off this villager very quickly. Armed Ninja. It's a decent, I guess it's another warrior you could just add to your deck when you beat. Look at his face. Look at that defeat face, man. Like, look at one of his eyes. They're like, and one of his, like, ugh. Well, let's play again sometime. Yeah, whatever. Zoop! Zoop! Hey, did you find yourself any rare cards? I managed to find a pretty good card myself. If you want it, you'll have to beat me. But if you lose, you'll have to give me one of yours. Alright, fine. Alright, let's play. Don't worry, you're not going to lose any cards. No opponent will take any cards from you. Well, in a matter of speaking, if you lose... See, in the campaign mode, you lose to anybody. There's only one exception to this rule. You lose to anybody else, and you instantly get a game over, and you revert back to your last save. You go back to the menu, and you have to continue on from your last save. Let me tell you something. Super annoying. If you won a good card and you didn't save or you couldn't save, guess what? You've lost that card. It sucks. Anyway, this guy actually has some very decently powerful monsters. I think the strongest standalone is known as Dragon Zombie, and I think that might be Dragon Zombie. See, I wasn't very clear. See, you'll have to grind massively, and as you battle a certain opponent over and over and over again, you'll start to guess what, as I said before, like, wherever you get 2 choices of Guardian Stars, as I said before. Now, it's always the first one. The AI will always choose the first option, never the second option. That's good for you, since you can tell and probably guess what card they played down. Anyway, let me show you a cool fusion. This is probably my favorite one, and because it's the most powerful one. If you combine a high electric type or / dragon type with a high electric, or vice versa, let's see what happens. And bam, twin-headed Thunder Dragon with 2800. That is the absolute second best fusion, third best fusion you can get in this game. The other 2 are kind of hard to get and kind of rare, but this one is probably going to be your most dominant and your best friend ever. 2800. Okay, that was the Armored Zombie. Still 1500 attack points, but 0 defense points, so that was no big deal there. But see, that's a large spike there. If you didn't know much about fusioning, you'd be in some pretty big trouble there. I know. I've been there, and you'll probably be there too, unfortunately. I'm sorry, but that's the frustration with this game. But still, I still love it, despite all that. Go on, villager number 2, what you gonna do? What you got? 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 Yeah, that's right. I thought so. And you've seen this fusion before, but I'll show you again. Marvelous. And the Crimson Sunbird. There's the Guardian Star happening again. And I beat villager number 2. Let's see if we can quickly defeat the last villager. That's right, Lord of Zemia. Not a very good monster. You won. I guess I owe you a card. Well, you don't owe me. You got me one. Okay. I just love the way these guys slide out, and then the ones come sliding in. You're talking to me, boy? I got better things to do. Unless you want to challenge me. Now, this is villager number 3. Okay, boy, let's play. Weird thing here is, this is probably the only time you can fight this guy in the campaign. And it's not like this guy's a super rare guy to fight. It's not like he'll give you, like, the best cards. He might, but I never really gotten that much luck from this guy. This is probably the only time. Then afterwards, he just stops challenging. I guess he's... yeah, I guess he just got so humiliatedly beaten by me. He just doesn't like losing. Well, here we go again. So here we got a plant, a zombie, and another plant. Attack points... Oh. Oh, oops, my bad. Oop, that was a derp. Oh well, no cuts, no takes. No takes, doing it live. Don't worry, guys, I'll be fine. Rock, Ogre Grotto number 1. I'll save the Thunder Dragon in the hopes I can show you something cool later on. Invader from another dimension. Ah! Bolt Penguin. Huh. 1100 base attack. Alright, guys. Let's greet our friend once again. Twin-headed Thunder Dragon. You know, despite the fact that it's called Twin-headed Thunder Dragon, it doesn't have 2 heads. In the anime, they actually gave it a second head, but here, it's like on the card itself, it's really just a mouth on its neck. And it's like, it's not really a head, more like another mouth. It's kind of weird. Anyway, here's something cool. It's a little gimmicky, but it's pretty cool, depending on the monster. If you press square against a creature you're attacking, any creature on your field, you can... Oh, oops, sorry, I accidentally pressed X. Next monster. Next monster. My bad. Oops. I goofed. Infusions... no. Oh well, I just... Okay, let me show you this. Now, if you just press square on a monster you're attacking... What's this? That's right, you get a full 3D battle with the glorious PS1 graphics. Mwah! That's Twin of Thunder Dragon. I know what you're thinking. And there's the corroding shark. Yeah, admittedly, they're not all winners, but go and oosh. Yeah. Death. Right. Yeah, admittedly, the models vary. Some are great, some are decent, and some are... Ugh. Yeah, and then the card explodes into flames. Hey, you burned my card! Yeah, they're a little gimmicky. And, interesting little fact here. Notice how I had Pluto on my Twin of Thunder Dragon. Now, if I had Moon on my Twin of Thunder Dragon, he would actually have a different attack animation. For the Twin of Thunder Dragon specifically, his second animation when I'm having him, if I had him on Moon symbol, is actually a lot cooler. Maybe I should have done that. Maybe next time. Any fusions here? Well, no Pluto. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to just attack regularly. See, oh wait, my bad. Twin of Thunder Dragon is Pluto, obviously. And Pluto beats Neptune, which most water creatures are. Most electric creatures are given a choice of Pluto star, while most water creatures are given the Neptune option. I've almost won this. Oh yeah, let me show you what a field spell in this game does. Now, contrary to how it works in the Yu-Gi-Oh game, there is no field spell zone to place this down. Once I use this card, you can't dispel it unless you activate another field spell to replace it. So let's activate Yumi. Yep, and it's a sea field. All thunder and water creatures gain 500 extra attack points. And Twin of Thunder Dragon, see, it depends on the symbol, on like the type of monster it is. Since it's since the Twin of Thunder Dragon is regarded as a thunder creature, it actually gains a power bonus on this field. It's kind of weird that way. It gets crazier later on, but actually, let me show you this. If you do another 3D battle, the field around you actually changes, depending on what field. So this is the sea one. It's a pretty good field. Don't you think? It's pretty nice, but I don't think I'm gonna. And a neat little effect there with the water. And not the best one, but what are you going to do? PS1. Early PS1? Just PS1 ones, really. I'm not going to show you this battle, though. It's a pretty nice field. All things considered. Oh yeah, and unfortunately, on a water field, all Pyro-type monsters actually lose 500 attack points. So unfortunately, my Fire types will, and Machine types, Fire and Machine types will lose 500 points on this field. Yeah, but it's okay. And we win! Liquid Beast. Meh. Nah, not really even meh, just eh. I reckon I lost. Looks like this just isn't my day. And we just loop back to Red Tiana. Aren't you ready to go yet? Next time we will head out to the town plaza to take part in the festivities. See you then, folks.